what is the nature of UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examination. Now, here we have to discuss quite long. So, first part I am going to discuss now. Paper is divided into two parts. Paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is there to check your knowledge and how you are able to apply that knowledge. That is also another criteria. Knowledge must be there and application mind must be there. So how you are able to apply that knowledge, that is also important thing. That is paper 1. It is consisting of 100 questions with 2 marks each. That means total marks 200. So this paper, preliminary examination paper 1, is there for general studies, which consisting of 100 questions, 2 marks each, that means total 200 marks, where time given is 2 hours. In other words, you have to solve 100 questions in 120 minutes. So nearly with speed of 1 question per minute, and 20 minutes are there for tolerance, checkout and all that. So this is the important thing, that you have to solve 100 questions in 120 minutes. That is paper 1. Paper 2, that is wrongly called as CSAT paper. It is actually aptitude test for civil services, but initially they termed this for entire paper 1 as well as paper 2. So now I am talking about paper 2. Paper 2 is your application mind, your intelligence, logical reasoning, analytical reasoning, etc. that is tested in paper 2. Paper 2 is having 80 questions, but marks are 200. So in 120 minutes, you have to solve 80 questions. That is of paper 2. Whereas for paper 1 as well as paper 2, 1/3 negative marking is there, that is called as 0.33 negative marking. That means what? If 3 questions are wrong, then you will lose all 3 questions mark, plus from your whatever the score, marks of 1 question will get deducted. Now in case of paper 1, 2 marks for each question. So if your 3 answers are wrong, then obvious thing is that suppose your score is 50, from that they will deduct 2 marks, because 1 question carry 2 marks. So they will deduct your 2 marks from first your whatever the total. But in case of paper 2, each question carries 2.5 marks, and therefore for loss of 3 questions you are going to lose 2.5 marks. So that is the marking scheme for paper 1 as well as paper 2. Now here paper 1 and paper 2 both were essential when they were introduced, that means in 2011 exam. But in latter phase, they decided, because students demanded and ultimately it's democracy, so whatever the government, they decided to change some pattern and ultimately instructions are given. That is, in case of paper 2 will be considered as only for qualifying marks. That means you have to get minimum 66 marks out of 200. I am revising. Paper 2 will be considered as only for qualifying. That means you have to score 66 marks out of 200. That's all. Then only your paper 1 we are going to check, and in case of paper 1, whatever your score, that should be considered as competitive exam score. So it is not that paper 1 and paper 2 total they are considering for examination as previous in 2011, 12, 13. This scheme was there, that your score was there out of 400 mark. But now your score is of only out of 200 mark, that means for paper 1. But for that purpose, your paper 2 marks must be minimum 66. So this is important criteria. So this is about preliminary examination